Good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever this happens to be where you are. Right now, it's late in the evening over here. It's a Sunday night. I have just been to the whiskey festival last night, and amazingly, I'm still I'm still having drams. I came home in the morning. Well, no, just in the evening after the whiskey festival, and I started editing, or I edited the entire video for the whiskey festival. I didn't really get all that much footage. I think there was about 5 or 6 minutes in total, but at least it gives the gist of what it was like. And so while I was editing, I still had a couple of drams going while I was editing. This evening, I started with a 12-year-old Glenlivet, and then I had some Oban Little Bay. Now I'm going to try something with an H statement, or at least one thing with an H statement. It's this one here. It's the Glencadam 10. It's a 10-year-old Glencadam. Now, I'd never seen this on the shelf before until New Year's Eve when I went shopping for whiskey, and I ended up going to a store that I'd never been to because it was not too far away, and because the store that I usually go to was closed on New Year's Eve. So I picked this up, and something else that looked interesting. So before we go into any details, I'm going to get my reading glasses on and see what it says here. Aged 10 years, the rather delicate Highland single malt, opened in 1825, just 1 year after distilling on a large scale was legalized. The Glencadam distillery continues to produce its rather delicate single malt Scotch whisky in the same fashion it did in 1825. Non-chill filtered, no added coloring, 46% alcohol by volume, only 70 centiliters, which is, I like 750 because that gives me an extra dram. Product is Scotland, yeah, and here. Glencadam Distillery is located about half a mile outside the ancient city and former royal burgh of Brechin in the Kingdom of Angus in the eastern Highlands of Scotland. Okay. The essential supply of pure water for distilling depends on Glencadam's long-held rights to springs about half a mile away in the Unthank Hills, or Unthank Hills. Never seen that one before. Glencadam has operated two pot stills since the beginning. An unusual feature about the stills is that their lye pipes run upwards at an angle of 15 degrees rather than downwards. The belief is that this helps to produce a particularly delicate and mellow spirit, which after maturation yields sweet and fruity notes in the final product. Yeah, I would imagine there's be more reflux because of that. The expression has been bottled at 46% volume to retain the whiskey's unique and natural characteristics and subtlety of taste, and by not chill filtering, this whiskey ensures the aromatic components in the whiskey are preserved to enhance presence and flavor. No caramel coloring has been added to this single malt so that the naturalness of the whiskey from the cask can be enjoyed to the full, as it should be. Oh, they even have nose, palate, and finishes, tasting notes, but I'm not going to read those, and I'm going to particularly avoid them so that I can nose and taste on my own and give you an unbiased opinion of what I have tasted and nosed. I think that's, I don't know. It's no cheating, kind of a no cheating policy. So here we are. Glencadam 10. It's got a nice light color. And there's nothing in here. I'll put the lid back on and this can join the rest of them on the wall back there. Okay, well, here we go. I did have a Glencadam last night, but I believe it was a 15 or 17-year-old, and I liked it. And it was a nice balance to it. Quite malty. Oh, it says stuff on here too. Oh, that's still what it says the same as on the tube. And here is what here's what it looks like. Highland single malt. Okay. Either I'm getting weaker or these corks are getting tighter. Oh, that's just a bit much, but that's okay. It will go to a good place. Oh, okay. Oh, and incidentally, I still have the bill from this purchase. It says here, Glencadam 10-year bottled, okay. Including everything and the taxes and what have you. This bill does not itemize how much of it was taxes and how much of it was just the price of the whiskey. But it's $96.99, and I guess $96.99 is the price plus the taxes done. I bought 3 whiskeys here. The total price was $255.27, and the taxes alone were $38.25. $38 in taxes on $255, so this was almost $300 for 3 whiskeys. So these $100 a whiskey. Okay. Ah. I'm getting some light fruits and a bit of malty, and I don't know what it is, maritime. A lot of smells like grass, but not the grass that's been freshly cut. Smells like grass, and there's definitely some kind of a vanilla caramel underneath that grassy note. There's a freshness to it also. I'm just thinking of, I'm getting fields of grass, but not fresh cut grass. It's grass that's swaying in the breeze. Yes, some kind of caramel vanilla underneath that, and a kind of a delicateness. It's a nice nose, but it's subtle. I don't know what casks they used, but I'm guessing mostly bourbon, ex-bourbon, and not necessarily first fill ex-bourbon. Maybe there's also some sherry cask in there too, but not first fill sherry casks. And it even says on here, the rather delicate Highland single malt. It doesn't smell like a 46% at all. Yeah, there's some fruity notes too, but they're kind of indistinct. I'm not sure. If it's apple and pear mixed with citrus, bit of orange maybe. Looks like even though it is kind of subtle and gentle, it's got some complexity to it. Well, let's go for the taste now. Bit of spice, very little, bit of cinnamon maybe. Okay. It starts with a fruity tingling. The fruity tingling moves to the sides. I'm getting some vanilla and toffee right on the middle of the tongue, at the tip and on the middle. And the aftertaste, a little bit of raspberry jam. But that was just the first taste. Let's do it again. Easy drinking. Very easy drinking. Delicate. Tingling on the sides of the tongue. That those fruity notes that were quite evident on the nose are not so strong on the taste. Very subtle. I'm not getting anything maritime either. I'm getting those fields of grass again, swaying in the breeze. A little bit of toffee and vanilla and maybe a bit of ginger in the finish. It's not the longest aftertaste, but it does linger a little. Let's see what they said here. This is what I completely ignored. Oh, excuse me. Nose, lively, intense, grassy freshness, and citrus notes with hint of spicy oak. Okay, that's close to what I got. Palate, rounded elegance, clean, crisp citrus tones, a pleasing harmony between the natural sweetness and the soft, spicy oak. Finish, long and soothing, rich, clean barley and gristy sweetness. And here it won the WWA World Whiskey Awards for 2009. Best Highland Malt 12 years and under. Well, it's definitely good. Excuse me. My tasting could, of course, have been influenced by the two things I had before, namely the 12-year-old Glenlivet and the Oban. I approve of this. and sláinte.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.